Laminate flooring is a relatively new option in flooring that's very durable and easy to take care of. So it's a good choice for bathrooms, for kitchens, for entryways, for children's play areas, and other high traffic areas. It's also a good choice for do-it-yourselfers because it's easy to install. The homeowners here decided to put laminate in the entryway, both because it's durable and because it can give them a real wood look here. Well, let me show you the tools we'll need to install it. You'll want a straight edge, a measuring tape, a pencil, and a marker, a square, a pair of scissors, a hammer, a coping saw, a power circular saw and safety glasses, and a pair of clamps. This is what the laminate flooring looks like. It's about 1/4 inch thick, and it has tongue and groove edges that just fit together like this. Now, unlike traditional wood flooring that's fastened down with wood screws or with nails, this is just bonded together with an adhesive at the joints, and it goes over the top of a foam pad that looks like this. Now, the neat thing is that you can go right over the top of an existing floor as long as that floor is flat and sound. And this one is, so we'll be able to go right over the top. The foam pad helps ride out any irregularities in the floor, and it also makes the new floor quieter. Well, we do have a few steps of preparation, so let's get started. First, clean the flooring thoroughly and let it dry. Roll out the foam underlayment, mark it, and cut it to fit the area. Trim the corners or edges as needed. Then set it in place, making sure not to overlap the edges. Okay, it's time to figure the layout and any cutting that may be involved, and there are a couple of different ways to do this. One is to just measure one of the boards, and then measure across the floor and figure out how many boards it'll take to get you there. Another possibility when you're working in a small space like this is to just plug the pieces together loosely like this and see how many it's going to take. Now, the chances are pretty good that when you work your way across the floor, that last piece is going to be narrower than the others. You'll have to rip that one down to size. And if that's going to be narrower than 2 inches, that will be fairly vulnerable to damage. So you'll want to place that where it's least likely to be walked on. In this case, back here along this stair. Well, I've figured out how many boards I need and where I need to cut them, so it's time to start doing the cutting. First, cut all of your pieces to proper length using a circular saw with a fine-toothed blade and cutting finished side down. Or you could use a table saw or a hand saw for this cutting. For any special cuts like cutouts or curved cuts, use a coping saw or a saber saw and cut with the finished side down. For making a long, straight cut, a table saw works best. With this tool, cut with the finished side up. All of the flooring is cut to size. In a situation where you're installing flooring in an entire room, the manufacturer recommends that you leave it shy of the walls all the way around the perimeter, about 1/4 inch. Now, this allows for expansion and contraction. The manufacturer also makes a series of moldings, and I'll be using one of these. I've already mitered it to hide the transition between the wood flooring and the carpet here. Well, it's cut to size, so we're ready to start installing it. In a small area like this, first do a dry run to make sure all of your pieces fit properly. Install the first board and apply glue along its tongue. Then apply glue along the groove of the second board and fit them together. Install the third board the same way, then use a hammer and soft wood block to gently tap them into place. Wipe off any excess glue with a damp rag. If the floor tends to pop up, weigh it down with something heavy like a short stack of flooring. Let the glue dry for about an hour, then continue laying the remaining boards using the same process. Wait about 6 hours, then install any trim or moldings. Well, that's all there is to it. This laminate floor will really hold up well to all of the foot traffic that comes through here. Not only is it durable and easy to take care of, but it gives this room a great finishing touch.